Hi everybody, my name is Ed Sullivan. I want to thank you for joining me today. Got some information I want to share with you. Hopefully you get some value out of this. I'll tell you a little bit about who I am, where we came from, and how we got to this point here. And then I'm going to share some information with you that I hope you can use in your life or in your business. And that's what we do every day. We try to help people in their life and in their business. So tell you a little bit about me. I grew up in a very abused home. I left home at the age of 15. Lived on the streets for a long time, ate out of garbage cans, ate off the trays at McDonald's, and managed to get my life back in order. Dropped out of school in the 8th grade, but still managed to get everything together and ended up working for an aerospace company. I did that for 17 years. Life was good. You know, at the age of 42, I thought, okay, I got a few more years. I'm going to retire. My wife and I, we have 8 kids. And soon to have 8 grandchildren. I got 2 sets of twins on the way, so it's going to get real interesting real fast. Anyways, what happened was the program shut down, and all of a sudden at the age of 42 I was laid off. Didn't know what I was going to do for 2 years. I tried to find some work, and my wife kept everything together, working her butt off to keep our family together and eating, and we like to eat, so paying the bills, everything else. Well, eventually we got directed into direct sales and network marketing. And we just kind of fell in love with this business. It's been positive, motivating, and it's been financially great for all of us. So we decided what we wanted to start doing is start sharing information with people and helping them in their business and in their life. That's our ultimate dream. Is my wife's dream is she wants to be able to be successful enough in this business, in this industry, to help our kids. 8 kids, and today's time and days and working and everything else and the lack of jobs out there, we want to be able to help our kids if we need to, especially when you have 2 parents that are getting ready to have 2 sets of twins. So that's her big thing, is she wants to be able to help our family. And then we want to also be able to help other people, in the community, in the world, whatever we can do. It doesn't matter where you're at. We want to be able to help you in your business and your life. So today's topic is procrastination equals fear equals help me. Okay. A lot of people, and I'm sure you've seen this in your business, someone on your team they're just not doing anything, or no matter how many times you've given them the tools, to do something, they either have a million excuses on why they haven't started or doing it, or why they haven't got to it yet. Is this somebody on your team that you have right now, or this could even possibly be you? I've been there. We've all been there, I'm sure. The problem I have with this is, I've had leaders in other companies that have actually said to me personally and said to other team members, they're not working with someone because they're not doing anything anymore. Okay, really? Get over yourself. Okay, you're a leader. Okay, to tell people that somebody isn't doing something, so you're not working with them, to me just means you're in this business to help yourself. You're not in this business to help anybody else. Okay, and I have physically heard this come out of people's mouths. Well, they're not doing anything anyway, so they're just procrastinating. So I wanted to look into procrastination some more. So I did a lot of research today. And I kind of looked at myself too, and looked at my wife, and looked at other team members that we had, and just kind of looked and said, well, why are people procrastinating? One of the biggest things I found out that it's not because people are lazy. It's that most people get into this business, they've never done anything like this before. They've never been in network marketing. They've never been in sales. They've never had to go out of their comfort zone and talk to people. So they're scared. Okay, that's the big thing. That's where fear comes in. You could tell people till you're blue in the face to do something. You can suggest this is how you need to do it. This is how you do it. And unless you're leading by example and you're trying to help these people, and I understand that there are people that are procrastinators by nature. That's just what they are. But the majority of people, I think, that get into network marketing, get into this business, first of all, they got in on the hype of you. They believed in what you said, listened to you, and they got in the hype, and then you kind of said, here's your thing, go do it. And I'm using examples from previous companies that we were with. You can't do that. The majority of the world does not think like a salesperson or like a network marketer. They don't want to talk to strangers. They don't know how to talk to strangers. So when you tell them, did you do this? Did you call 2 people? Did you call 4 people? Did you schedule a party? Did you do this? And they go, yeah, oh, well, I'm trying to do it. They have all kinds of excuses. They're scared. And you need to help them get over that fear. We also have some tips that I'm going to give today to people to hopefully help them, in their business to get over the fear and try and get past that point, because that's all it is just getting over the fear of doing things. A lot of times people are scared because they're worried about what other people are going to say if they fail. They're scared because they're not sure if they're going to be able to do the expectations of what the company or what they're looking for. When you sign up with a company, you say, okay, you need to get a pack a day or 12 customers a day or 2, talk to 2. Sometimes those expectations, when they're involving their real life, because they're not where they're at yet, it's overwhelming for them. And they go, yeah, I'm doing it. They're not really doing it. Okay. They need the help. Okay. You got to make sure that you're there to help them, show them how to do it, show them that you will do it for them if you need to help get them over that fear. If you teach people that, hey, as long as you're doing your best, you're giving 100%, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. And most people, if they see that you're putting 100% into something, they're not going to ridicule you. They're not going to go, oh, you failed, because you're trying. Think about when your kids go to school, or even when you went to school. What was one of the things you said to them? Do your best. Okay? That's the way you need to do it. Do your best, and that's all we can expect from you. It's the same way in this business. You want people to, yes, to come out of their shell and do it. And eventually they will. And if they won't, then this might not be the avenue for them. And that's a decision they'll make. But don't count them out and don't write them off right away without you using your guidance and your tools that you have to help them. And that's what I've learned from other companies we were with, is they didn't care. They were just worried about signing packs. And I'm sorry, but that's not a way to build a business. That's not a way to lead a team. That's not a way to be a leader. And that's why I have a mentor now. Robert Hollis, he's not teaching me to go build packs. He's teaching me to help other people and teach other people. That's a big goal. Okay? That's what I want to do. Use the example of a PE coach. Everybody went to school. PE coach in elementary school told you, I don't care how fast you guys run, as long as you're giving it 100%, I don't care what the times are. Okay? You just do your best. That's all that matters. And that's what you're going to do in your business. I had the same problem when, like I said, in my past, I dropped out of school in the 8th grade. The people who look at me now would never have known that had they not listened to my story or been on our blog and read my story. I had a guy today that read it and said he literally cried because he didn't realize, this is a guy that works for me at my regular job, and he didn't realize what kind of life I had before. Because we don't portray that. We don't portray that we've had things in our past that have built us to this point. Like I said, I dropped out of school in the 8th grade. I had to go back and get my high school diploma at the age of 20-something years old because I had no clue, hadn't been to school. But I knew the career path I was trying to take, and I wanted to work for this aerospace company. And in order for me to do that, I had to prepare myself because I had to get my high school diploma. So the fear in me, I procrastinated for a long time, and then I finally, with no choice, I had to do it. I went, studied, I went down, took the test, and aced it. Blew me away. I didn't know. And that's what's going to happen with people in your business, is you're going to finally get them to do those things the first time for themselves, and it's going to work. And they're just going to, that's what's going to excite them. That's what's going to get them moving, because now they see how easy it is, and they're going to get moving on it with no problem. And if not, then you do it again. You help them again. You don't just write them off. All right? Exactly. Confidence is everything, and that's what you need to do, is build up confidence. So how do you overcome all this fear? I've got a few little steps, a few tips that can hopefully help, and hopefully that will help somebody that's struggling with this right now, because I know there's people out here. I know there's people that are watching this. I know there's people that are leaders that are watching, wondering what they can do to help somebody and hopefully change that mindset. Hopefully you're not one of those leaders that says, well, you're not doing anything, so I'm just not going to bother with you. That's just, to this day, still blows me away. I can promise you right now, I will never be a leader like that. Number one is prepare for any task you undertake. If you prepare, you'll limit the risk of failure. So if you've got somebody new in your business and you help prepare them for what they're going to do, just like I said, even if you have to make calls for them and talk to people for them right away, you prepare them for that. That limits the risk of failure for them. That helps build their confidence up. Number two is just give your best effort. That's all we can ask of anybody in life for anything, is give your best effort. If you stumble at any stage, well, guess what? That's a learning experience. 9 out of 10 times, you get to do it over again. In this business, you get to do it over again a lot. Okay, so if you stumble, if you fall, and we all have, and we all will continue to, all the way up to Robert Howell's. People stumble, people fall, people learn every day. If that happens, guess what? There's tomorrow. You get to do it again. So give your best effort. That's all you have to do. Number three, most mistakes that you make, they can be fixed. Like I said, you'll get another chance at doing it. So don't sit here and worry about making a mistake or doing it wrong. The first time we hosted a party, I was stumbling over every word I said. The first Periscope, if you go back and look, and actually go back and look at a couple of them, if you go to our blog, edandsheilasullivan.com, and go look at some of those. Even today, I'm still like, but it doesn't matter, because I know I'm going to do another one tomorrow, and I'm going to try and get better and better and better. And the more of these I do, the better I'll get. Number four, if you always procrastinate on a task, well, you've already failed. So if you're one of those people that procrastinates by nature, you're going to fail. And you have to figure out how to get rid of that. Don't worry about failing. Stop procrastinating. Okay? If you're a procrastinator by nature, just stop it. If not, this is not the business for you. Number five, the last one I got, is most tasks or activities, they can be broken down into smaller chunks. And somebody said that earlier, was baby steps. You can break things down into small pieces. You don't have to get into a company and run full board like some of the major leaders are doing, or some of the people in your upline or downline, or there may be somebody that you sign up in your business that is a rock star right away. Well, those are people that's just their nature. They can do that. If you need to, take baby steps. There is nothing in this industry that says you have to do it in an overnight. This is your business. You can build it the way you want to build it. You can go as fast as you want to go, as slow as you want to go. But you want to do it 100%, give your 100% best, and do it right so that you feel comfortable doing it. I have no problem talking in front of people. My wife has a problem talking in front of people sometimes, okay? But she knows she can do it. She just needs to work on getting it done, and she'll get there. It's baby steps for her. There's things that I do. Math, oh Lord, don't even get me started on math. That's baby steps for me. Okay, I'm taking off shoes and counting on fingers if I need to. But you do what you got to do, and you take the baby steps. That's what will help manage things a lot easier for you. All right, so hopefully somebody out there got some value from this. And if you did, let me know. If you can use this, please use it. Please share it. Let people know. If there's somebody out there that's struggling in their business, and they're not procrastinating, they're not a procrastinator by nature, that they're just scared. Be a leader. Lead by example. Teach them, help them, and just don't give up on people. I'm not saying I want you to drag people along, because you're going to know. Okay, but most of the people that you've signed up or have gotten into your business, you can tell. You can tell if those are the people that need help or not. And if they do, help them. Don't ever, ever let some come out of your mouth to say to anybody on your team or anybody that, well, they're not working, so, or they never did anything anyways, because it's just wrong. You don't know people. It's like I said, that guy at work, he knew me from work. He didn't know my past. He didn't know what's happened to me in my life. And now that he does know, he's looking at me at a whole different level with a whole different respect. And we have to do the same thing with people you bring into your team. You don't know what these people's past was like. You don't know what their mindset is like. You just have to help them. So be there for them, help them, and we'll always be here to help you guys. All right?